Welcome to our exploration of a pressing issue that affects not just the Himalayas, but the entire planet: climate change. In this video, we will examine the profound transformations taking place in this majestic mountain range, from the alarming rate of glacial melting to the formation of new glacial lakes. As we delve into the interconnected impacts on biodiversity, water scarcity, and altered monsoon patterns, we'll also highlight the consequences for local livelihoods and sacred sites. Join us as we uncover how these changes are reshaping the Himalayas and what this means for the world at large. 1. Glacial melting. The Himalayan glaciers are melting at an alarming pace, driven by rising global temperatures. These glaciers, which have stood for millennia, are now retreating faster than ever before. This melting is not just a local concern. It has far-reaching implications for nearly 1.5 billion people who rely on the rivers originating from these glaciers. Rivers like the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Indus, crucial for drinking water, agriculture, and industry, are fed by glacial meltwater. As glaciers shrink, water supply becomes unpredictable, threatening the livelihoods of countless communities. 2. Formation of glacial lakes. As the glaciers recede, they leave behind depressions that fill with water, forming glacial lakes. These lakes are growing rapidly and pose a significant threat of glacial lake outburst floods, GLOFs. Such floods can unleash massive volumes of water downstream, wreaking havoc on communities, infrastructure, and agriculture. The suddenness of these events makes them particularly dangerous, leaving little time for evacuation or preparation. The potential for devastation underscores the urgent need for monitoring and adaptation strategies in the region. 3. Declining snow cover. Snowfall in the Himalayas is decreasing, leading to less snow cover across the region. This decline affects the flow of major rivers, especially during the dry season. Snow acts as a natural reservoir, releasing water gradually as it melts. With reduced snowfall, rivers receive less water, impacting agriculture, hydropower generation, and drinking water supplies. The consequences are felt far beyond the mountains, affecting millions who depend on these rivers for their daily needs. 4. Impact on biodiversity. Rising temperatures are forcing many plant and animal species in the Himalayas to migrate to higher altitudes in search of suitable habitats. This shift disrupts ecosystems, as species that cannot adapt quickly face the risk of extinction. The unique biodiversity of the region, which includes rare and endangered species, is under threat. The delicate balance of life in these mountains is being altered, with unknown long-term consequences for the entire ecosystem. 5. Altered monsoon patterns. Climate change has disrupted the South Asian monsoon, a vital weather system for the region. The monsoon rains have become more erratic and intense, leading to irregular rainfall patterns. This unpredictability causes floods and landslides, which are becoming more frequent and severe. The impact on agriculture is significant, as farmers struggle to cope with the changing conditions, risking their crops and livelihoods. 6. Increased landslide. Melting permafrost and erratic rainfall are destabilizing mountain slopes, resulting in more frequent landslides. These landslides pose a direct threat to human lives, infrastructure, and transportation routes. Roads and bridges, essential for connecting remote communities, are at risk of being swept away, isolating people and disrupting trade and travel. The increasing frequency of landslides highlights the need for improved infrastructure resilience and disaster preparedness. 7. Water scarcity. Despite being known as the Water Tower of Asia, the Himalayas are facing growing water scarcity. Shrinking glaciers and changing precipitation patterns are reducing water availability in the region. This scarcity affects agriculture and drinking water supplies, putting additional pressure on already stressed resources. Communities are forced to adapt to these changes, often with limited means, highlighting the urgent need for sustainable water management practices. 8. Threat to livelihoods. The livelihoods of millions living in the Himalayan region are at risk due to climate change. Farming and tourism, two major economic activities, are heavily impacted by erratic weather and glacier retreat. Farmers face unpredictable growing seasons, while tourism, dependent on the natural beauty of the region, is threatened by environmental degradation. The loss of income and stability poses significant challenges for these communities, necessitating support and adaptation strategies. 9. Impact on sacred sites. The Himalayas are home to culturally and spiritually significant sites, such as Mount Kailash and sacred rivers. Climate change threatens these revered locations, altering landscapes and affecting centuries-old cultural practices. Melting glaciers and changing weather patterns impact pilgrimage routes and sacred rituals, posing a challenge to preserving cultural heritage. The spiritual significance of the region adds an emotional dimension to the environmental changes taking place. 10. Global consequences. The Himalayas play a crucial role in the Earth's climate system, and changes in the region have global repercussions. The melting of glaciers contributes to sea level rise, while altered weather patterns affect ecosystems far beyond Asia. The interconnectedness of the global climate means that what happens in the Himalayas can have ripple effects worldwide. Understanding and addressing these changes is essential for global climate resilience and sustainability.